404 days. That is exactly how long I'd been staring at the steel door of cell 45. The government threw me in here thinking 12 years in Pretoria Central Prison would break my spirit, but they made one fatal mistake. They let me see their keys. Every time a guard walked by, I didn't look at his face. I looked at his belt. My eyes memorized every ridge, every bump, and every groove of the metal key dangling there. I knew I couldn't smash these walls, but if I could clone that key, I could walk right out. So I started carving. Using scraps of wood from the prison shop and a hidden chisel, I began to shape a duplicate. It sounded insane. Using a piece of soft wood to open a heavy steel mechanism, if the wood snapped inside the lock, it was over. The guards would find the broken piece, and I would never see the sun again. Night fell. This was the moment. My hands were shaking as I reached for the hollowed-out broom handle where I hid my creation. I crept to the cell door, listening for the heavy boots of the night patrol. Thump, thump, thump. Once the sound faded, I slid the wooden key into the cold metal keyhole. I held my breath. I turned it millimeter by millimeter. It worked. The tumbler turned. But that was just the cell door. There were still 14 more steel gates between me and freedom. I signaled my partner, Stephen. We moved like ghosts through the corridors. But then, disaster struck. At the second gate, my hand slipped. The wooden key twisted the wrong way and got jammed. My heart hammered against my ribs like a drum. If I pulled too hard, the wood would break. If I didn't pull, the guard coming around the corner would see us. A flashlight beam swept across the hallway, inching closer to where we were crouching. I closed my eyes, sweat dripping down my nose, and gave the key one gentle wiggle. It slid out. We dove into a utility closet just seconds before the guard walked past, his light brushing against our shoes. We waited in the dark, listening to our own breathing until the coast was clear. We pushed forward, gate after gate, click after click. The wood held strong. Finally, we reached the last door. We didn't run. We walked calmly across the street, pretending to be free men, just in case anyone was watching from the towers. By the time the guards did roll call the next morning and saw the empty cell, we were already miles away, leaving nothing behind but a small wooden key